Well spoken. Thank you, my brother, for this wonderful joke, but it's just true. As I speak to you now, the European countries now starting to struggle to get gas resources. Today, the government of Italy has sent their 3 delegates to go to seek gas resources and to find the contract how they can get gas from Congo, from Angola, and from Mozambique. So just imagine if Africa, we are one, we are united, and we put someone who is in charge, like my brother said, that Julius Malema is in charge of all minerals in Africa. It will not be easy for Africa to be exploited. Sure. And as he said, my brother there, that maybe Paul Kagame is the last one who is supposed to sign for this resource to be taken outside of the continent. I think Africa will be the paradise of this world. So, that's why I say, and we hug our brothers and sisters, that this division make Africa easily exploited, and this make Africa poor. As I said, my brothers and sisters, the European now struggling to get gas resources from Africa after the conflict between Russia and the Ukraine. So these Western European countries, they don't want to buy gas from Russia because of the conflict and poor relation with Russia. So now they are coming to Africa. So because we are so divided, they will get the gas very easy. But if we as Africans, we say we want all European, if we want to buy our gas, we want to buy you to buy our gas in maybe African currency, so that we can compete with others. So I'm sure because we are so divided, they are going to Congo, they will buy maybe in dollars, they will go to somewhere, they will buy whatever they want. So as long as we are so divided, Africa, we are getting nothing. So apart from that, my dear friends, I have something also to speak about, and this is very, very important things to learn from this conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Now as I speak to you, the Western countries are donating weapons to help Ukraine, and this makes the question to my mind, and I ask myself why the conflict in Africa is not ended. If you want to end the conflict, you need to support someone to fight, or you need to tell them to come together, to sit together, to find the solution. But what they are just doing now is to give, to support. But my point here is, if we need peace, no need to donate weapons. If we need peace, we need to call the people who are fighting to come together, to go to the negotiation table, to find the solution of their problems, instead of giving them the weapons. If you give them the weapons, it means you are telling them that go and fight. It means those fight will never end at the time we need to see the peace. That's why I said this conflict between Russia and Ukraine is the lesson for Africa. We have seen now we have a shortage of oil in the continent of Africa because of this conflict. Already I have already spoken about this and why this is happening. Why Africa, we have all kind of resources, we have enough oil, but still we have a shortage of oil here in the continent. Nigeria has suffered with the oil problem, while Nigeria is the main producer of oil in the continent. We have oil in Mozambique, we have oil in Ohima, Uganda, we have oil in Libya there. Still Africa, we are lamenting about the issue of Russia, and we know the reason. And if you don't know the reason, go and do the research. You'll find why Africa, we have all resources, but still we are suffering with the shortage of resources that we have in the continent. The answer is very simple, that we have resources that is not owned by Africans. So that's why I say, even this, what we say, silence the gun in the continent of Africa, there are some people who are supporting these groups. As we see what's happening to other parts of the world, there are some people supporting the group They don't want to see the world is silent. So we Africans, we want to see, we want to silence the gun, but there are some people who don't want to silence the gun for the continent of Africa, because as long as we still continue having this conflict, that's why that's what other races are benefiting from this conflict. Don't allow this, Africa. Don't allow this. We are not a ladder for someone to go up